Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Consortium Interregnum.
Oh my god.
Are you guys excited?
Oh my.
Oh my god. We're here.
That's good. You guys remember what you did last time?
Well, you definitely gave us a level up.
I don't think that happened yet.
No, we didn't get that luxury.
We did not get the level up. As much as I want to get a level up, we did not get one.
I think we were supposed to get one from the session before, but I definitely didn't update my sheet. But
Sounds like you're hard copium, but I appreciate the hustle.
yep. We went to talk to our friends about our plans. And they seemed pretty on board. And then Adonis is like, no, I need more moxie, more je ne sais quoi.
What?
More gumption from my allies. So he had us do a whole volleyball tournament or a game to prove our skill.
We haven't done that yet. He wants us to do that.
Exactly. So we're stepping into the ring now.
Yeah.
Nice. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think I have the music for this. I just thought of it.
All right. Well, you guys jump in. And you don't seem to argue with Adonis. Be like, hey, this is Tom. You seem gung-ho to beat him at his own game. He explains the rules. It's pretty standard volleyball, but the scoring's going to be different. For the purposes of this, it's going to be a shortened game.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about playing a full game of volleyball.
All right.
And so how it'll work?
Volleyball.
Is that instead of doing like the normal like volleyball sets, you guys are just gonna play to 10 points, and you have to win with more than 2. So if they're at 9 and you're at 10, you need to get 1 more. So it's still shorted. I guess it's technically more than 1. Because you need to be ahead by 2 to win. Theoretically, you can technically go up to infinite amount of points if you keep scoring back and forth, but that hopefully won't happen.
As long as it's above 10 and 2 over his result. Got it.
You also know, and based off of his like he's testing you, winning may not be everything that's going through his head, you know? He seems to be looking for something. So even if you lose the game of volleyball, you could still win as long as you impress Adonis. The other one on his team is Barbados, who's kind of just along for the ride. And then he pulls 3 other people to match your 5. And the only other person kind of in the room is Bubbles in the stands. She's got popcorn. You don't know where she got it.
Okay, so like the counts and them didn't come down yet, or they're not coming down.
No, they were kind of sideswiped by this. So as you guys left, they were all like kind of bewildered that it happened. Um, Adonis isn't known for these kind of sudden outbursts. And so the only ones that seemed ready to respond were you guys.
Hmm.
Do you guys have any questions about the game that you wanted to?
Um,
Um,
yeah, I don't know about the in character about the game, but like how is this gonna work?
So in character, he describes the rules to you. Out of character, it's going to be mostly opposed athletic checks, unless you give me um, a reason to use something different.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
This is about teamwork. We gotta be super into the game.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and with the
Yeah, so you can try and like immediately return it. You can try and like set up the ball for someone else to return it. Um, and in terms of exactly how you want to do it, I'll be looking for you guys to describe it. Um, and then we'll base the rolls off of that.
And you said for the scoring, we have to get, what was it, 10 points at least and 2 over his?
Yeah, the same goes for him. You have to win by 2, but you're only going up to 10 points.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. We'll do it. If I end up like coming up with something that's illegal, then whatever.
Yep.
Whatever, I guess.
He just describes you guys like the very basic rules of volleyball. He doesn't go into it very much. Um, and
What if
so
I attach
there
the ball
is
to a rope and then I keep
huh?
throwing it on the ground? What if I attach the ball to a rope and I keep throwing it on the ground on his side?
Do you ask him that?
No. No, that's a joke.
I mean, did you ask him it jokingly?
Yeah, sure.
Um, he responds back with um, if you think that'll work.
All right, we'll see what happens.
So they go on the far side. You guys line up. And he tosses you guys a ball, and he says, "You guys serve first."
Yo, what up, wonderful? How you doing?
Okay, who do you want serving?
Alright.
Probably, isn't your strength going to, like, hit the hardest?
Yeah. I have 8 strength. I don't know if I have anything that. I don't think I want to be like raging for this. I don't think that's a good idea. Because like then I had to just like,
raging.
smack myself during the like.
Raging focus.
Again, my head in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I should have played. My bad.
Damn.
Uh,
I was gonna say I don't have much in athletics. I have a fucking wicked high acrobatics at 13.
We can do some globetrotter shit.
Yeah, we want to do some globetrotter shit. Like you pass me you surf me the ball, and I use my acrobatics to do something cool.
Mm-hmm.
Are we allowed to do that, Tom?
But you what?
Well, so on a serve, it has to go over the net on that first one.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you can do that, but that would be more like when they hit it back.
Okay.
You would have center run up and do it and set up the ball for you. You would be able to do that, but on the initial serve, it's just you just got to get it over the net.
Okay.
All right, then
So it's a pretty easy roll as well.
I'll do some raging focus or whatever. I'm getting my head in the game.
Just like your hero, Zac
Mhm.
Efron.
What's your wild magic surge?
Yeah, let's see what happens here. I have to pull it up. I lost the page a while ago. So I gotta roll a d8. That's a 3. And that gives me... Oh, I can summon spirits that explode. So we might have like random assists.
Yeah.
Got an entire team versus one guy.
Hey, Barbados is there.
Mm-hmm.
Against two
So like,
guys.
I'll...
Well,
Unless
remember
it's
they have no name troops helping them, so it's an even team.
Okay.
So I'll go up to serve, and then I'll have one of these pixies. I'll like try and like lower the explosive force so that it just like if they call it out for cheating, then I'll stop. But like I'll like have it so that like it pops and like it sends it over with more force than usual.
All right, roll me an athletics check. You can do this one with advantage.
All right, yeah. I think by raging I get advantage by default, right? Or no?
Mhm.
Oh,
Either way.
okay.
So yeah, you're able to hit it over. It gets a burst of speed, a little bit of spin to it, and right away, Donis jumps up and attempts to hit it back over. And let's see here. Sorry, give me one moment. Just want to make sure I get this all. He hits it, and it looks like it's heading towards directly towards where you are, Lunu. So you can hit it back up, or try and send it back to them, or someone else can come in and try and do it, but they would roll at disadvantage.
What do you want to do, Lunu?
Boy. Lunu, I think Luna's gonna be more of a buff person during this game because his athletics is dog shit. His acrobatics is okay, so if it's a defending blow, he can do it. Maybe.
Are we using like
even to like send it back, it's still athletics.
Yeah.
Unless you either set it up some way or describe to me what you do. But just by default, it's always going to be athletics.
Wait.
Are we doing like action economy, or can I like buff him real quick with bolster?
Yeah, if you wanted to buff him, you can. We'll say that every time it goes back and forth, everybody can do, pretty much just the one thing.
All right. So I see it coming towards Lunu, and I'm like, "You can do this, little buddy." I pat him on the back, and I give him a bolster.
I was gonna say, if you're raging as well, if you wanted to just run in and hit it, your rage advantage would cancel out the disadvantage of you running over there.
I could do that, but could I also like it's in the air, right? Or is it coming like straight down at him?
Wait. I have an idea.
Alright.
Lunu himself has dog shit athletics.
But a gorilla.
But
a gorilla.
Monkey.
You know who doesn't?
A gorilla?
You know who's stronger than a gorilla?
Who?
A bigger gorilla.
A polar bear.
Oh.
Can a polar bear play volleyball?
No one says a polar bear can't.
Yeah, no, there's nowhere in the rules it says they can't play volleyball.
Remember the last time a guy argued a polar bear couldn't play volleyball to the polar bear?
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Yep.
He learned his lesson. I miss him.
These are like the only animal that I know that has like a 20 strength. Anyway.
Nice.
Luna turns into a polar bear to try to strike it back over.
Wait, maybe do you want to do your dragon thing?
It won't help.
Okay.
The dragon thing would only help if this was like a wisdom roll.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like the roll turns into a 10 or something.
No.
If something bad happens.
No, it's wisdom checks, intelligence checks, and constitution saves for maintaining concentration are treated as 10.
Okay, I see.
I mean, the other option is doing the archer, but then I'm shooting lasers at the ball. And I don't think Adonis would be too happy about me destroying his ball.
I have to go to. That's the only one we have. I have to go to the sports.
So Lunu is giving it a go to polar bear thwack as it looks like it's going over his head, and then he anamorphs into a polar bear with antlers and smacks it back over. Well, that's a 7. I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the coronation of one.
Yep.
You can add a D3 to it if you want to.
Oh yeah, do you want to add the D3?
Yeah. Why not? Will that save me?
Maybe.
Sir, if you could roll that 1d3.
Gotcha.
That's a 9.
So unfortunately, that is a miss.
My big dumb bear body just slides across, and I miss the ball. And the polar bear
We'll
goes,
chalk it up to the fact
"Oh."
that as it was coming to you, you had to cast the spell. So once you were in your bear form, you just weren't able to react quick enough.
Oh.
In order to to set it back up. So that's 1 point for their side.
Oh man.
They get back into position and they say, "You can serve."
The bear hands the ball to you, Cinna.
Okay. All right. I will just like slap myself in the face a little bit to keep my rage up, and then just to keep the head in the game. And I'll set up another serve, similar to the first one. So that one's a 22.
Oh, 22.
So you're able to hit it across. And it goes flying towards one of the little minions. And at the last second, like it seems like it's about to like hit the guy in the face. Adonis hits it back up into the air. It doesn't. It's not able to be returned though. Barbados is able to return it. It's kind of going towards the center though. And so any one of you guys would be able to reach it.
You want me? Can I do that acrobatic? Actually, wait. Do you want to do the south and then me do something acrobatic? Tasura?
Okay. So, yeah. So I will go and I will slide over to try and set it up for my good friend George.
Alright. Let's do this.
Do I have to roll anything for that?
Yeah. Roll me the athletics.
Okay.
Alright.
19.
Nice. You're able to pretty easily set it back up. George, you're up.
George is gonna.
So you basically you hit it up. It lines up perfectly for George.
Yeah,
Describe
George.
what you do.
Basically, George
Didn't kick it.
does fucking. I think I would be like. I think they would be like, no hands. Come on. No, but yeah, George does like Mario 64 triple jump. As he jumps once, jumps again, and then does a flip as like he spikes this thing into the opposing team side.
Nice. So you slam it down. And yeah. Adonis goes to lunge for it, and he just barely misses. And you guys score a point.
Yeah.
Nice. High fives all around.
Yeah. I like high-fiving Cinna. Just like, yeah.
Polar bear high five.
Mm.
George gets sent flying.
They just have like a random, one of the random soldiers, do the return serve. He's able to get it over the net, but it's again a pretty easy lineup for you guys.
Can I toss Basil up to spike it?
Please.
Yes. Yeah, just roll me an athletics for that one as well. Nice. So then have Basil just roll me an attack roll with his staff. He's gonna just like hit it like a baseball.
Okay, who has Basil's sheet? Where is that at?
You can just find the character sheet thing. I don't have it open right now. Though.
Yeah, you guys all have it, so I can
Okay.
roll it if you want me to.
I will. You said it's with his staff?
Yeah, the
definitely.
Skybinder staff.
Also
Oh,
27.
God.
Oh, nice.
We haven't really talked about how Basil is the strongest person in the party, kinda.
We're toe to toe with it.
Other than George.
So Barbados slides at the very last second, and is basically like on the ground, getting the ball right before it hits. But it goes wide, so he's not able to return it. And one of the other soldiers goes to return it, but it's just like the spin on it and it's moving too fast. He fails. And you guys get another point.
Yeah, boy.
Easy peasy.
So this time, Adonis comes up, and he picks up the ball with one hand, and like starts to go into a like a pitcher's stance with it. Like he's like holding it one hand like you would a baseball. And then he jumps a pretty incredible distance up into the air. And then just chucks it like a baseball going super fast.
Who's it going towards?
Hold up. It's going straight for Basil.
Alright,
good.
so... Can I see the expression on Basil's face?
Yeah, highs or lows?
Highs. Because, like, if the low dude thinks he's got it, I won't do anything. But if not, I will try something.
He's not paying attention. He's still like celebrating from his last from the last win. And it looks like he's also distracted by Bubbles' popcorn.
When do I get popcorn?
It's literally going to just zoom right by him if you guys don't do anything.
Hey, Basil, eyes up.
You're gonna try and knock him into.
I'll try and like alert him, but like also I want if unless anybody else wants to do something, I want to try and use one of these like fairies to be a meat shield and like slow it down a little bit.
All right, roll me a. Either performance, persuasion, or an arcana check. One of those three.
I will do. I was looking at his sheet still. I will do a persuasion roll because I'm pretty good at that, I think. Oops.
Well, that's perception.
Oh.
No, that's perception.
It's perception.
Oh.
You guys got real lucky.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your bumbling saved the game.
Yeah!
Oh my god!
So you're like,
I'll let you
get
pick
your.
whatever you want on that because like they're both
Yeah.
the same score.
I feel like you scream out to tell him to like get the ball, like Basil get the ball, and Basil's just like, what? And he gets hit in the face, and the ball gets flying back.
Sure, because I was gonna have him do a save, based on how you rolled, but with a nat 20, he doesn't need to worry about it. So we'll just play that off. That, yeah, it hits him in the face, and then it's up in the air. It's on your guys' side though.
What's
We'll say someone else besides Cinna, since you were
okay?
setting it up.
Real quick, is Blair playing with us, or is she on the bleachers?
She's on the field.
Do you want to grab it, or do you want George to get it?
You've also got a polar bear. Don't forget about the polar bear.
So,
Alright, polar bear it. I need to be a team player, let people have their time to shine.
No, I was gonna say any one of you guys can do it. It's
yeah, fuck it.
with the nat
Polar
20,
bear.
it's set up evenly for all of you.
Polar bear setup. Let's fucking go.
Go polar bear.
14.
So you're able to send it back over.
Nice.
Yippee! And they said a polar bear couldn't play fucking volleyball. Well, take that, God. You don't make the rules anymore. Oh, wait. I clicked the brown bear. Either way, just add 1 to that. That's a 15.
Does that even have the same modifier?
No, it's off by 1. I was looking at other bears. I forgot which ones I had open.
The power of bear.
There we go.
Barbados is able to hit it up. He doesn't need to dive as much for this one. He's not able to return it though, so he kind of sets up for one of the soldiers, and this guy just beefs it. He like goes to hit it and trips and kind of stumbles, and it was a perfect setup for him. And he fails. It's 3-1.
Alright, boys. And it's a first to 10?
Yep.
Alright.
So,
We're winning.
Adonis picks up the ball and goes to serve again. This time he underhand lightly tosses it over the net. And so it's a very easy lineup. You don't know what he's doing.
George is going to cartwheel across the field and acrobatically repel the ball back. 22.
Nice. So you're able to return it without any issue. But waiting on the other side is Adonis. After he lightly tossed it, he's sprinted directly up to the net.
Oh shit.
And is going to attempt to spike it right back at you. This time, unfortunately, you'll have to roll athletics to return it because of how quickly and fast it's coming back down at you.
Here I go. Means... Wait, knowledge of the past. I'm gonna roll a d6 for that. Oh, God damn it.
So if this was an easier shot, you may have been able to return it. But this was Adonis going for blood. It's now 3-2.
Yeah, no, when George gets hit, he gets, like, blasted across the field.
Yeah, it's like he hit it with, like, a huge amount of force. Like, if I thought it was worthwhile, like, it definitely would have done damage. It's just, you guys won't be dealing enough for it to matter, so I'm not going to keep track of it. But, yeah, that was, like, a straight-up attack, basically.
Blair...
Oh, I see. So that's how this goes.
George is, like, on the ground, looks up at Blair, just like, why aren't you doing anything?
You guys have been serving everyone besides me, so, I mean...
Now we're the ones getting served.
You guys have been hogging the ball the whole time. You were talking about, let everyone have their time to shot, and meanwhile, I've been sitting here waiting for someone to pass me.
Blair, serve the ball.
Alright.
Lunu replies.
Bear.
And we'll give Blair a pat on the back. Like, I believe in you, but let's go.
You pat the polar bear.
Blair.
You pat the polar bear first, and then realize who you're patting, and then pat
like,
the Blair.
What
yeah,
is
my
the thing
bad.
I have to use for this? It's not acrobat. Wait, can I use acrobatics to serve?
It's athletics.
It's athletics to serve, but you can use acrobatics.
Okay, what if I did a really cool aerial kick? Would that not count as an acrobatics check?
Nah, you gotta do it when it's.
Fine. Okay, well.
I'll let you
I tried.
do that, but it would be a disadvantage.
Oh, I'll do that. Alright, I'll do it at disadvantage. Due to the showing off. Oh no!
I think it's 3
So
to 3.
you do this like really fancy like, you know, flip. It looks very cool. And it goes straight into the net and then falls to the ground.
Hey, Blair.
Yeah.
Try casting fly on yourself. Maybe that'll help out.
Try what?
Try casting fly. I don't think your jump was high enough.
Oh, true! Alright, guys, don't worry. I'll get it this time. Sorry. Alright, so
You're gonna do it again?
So I cast fly on myself to make an even more ridiculous kick, and then I'm gonna do the exact same thing again, but higher.
All right. With the fly, you won't roll at a disadvantage. Just a normal roll.
Okay. What is wrong? What is happening?
You can add a D3 to that.
Wait,
No,
he won
it's okay. You're able to get it over to the other side.
somehow, despite all odds. I have a +7. What is this shit?
It's called.
So you like hit it over, and Barbados flies up to meet you. You guys kind of have an aerial battle, and he kicks it directly back towards you. Like he actually like kicks it.
Okay. So what do I have to do and or parry it?
So you can either like, since it's in the air, you can either hit it back, or you can try and like slow it down and set it up so someone on the ground could hit it as the ball fell.
I see. What do I have to roll to do these two things?
I'll allow your acrobatics since you're deftly going through the air.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to parry it and hit it back. Because there's no way I'll roll shittily 3 acrobatics rolls in a row, right, guys?
Yep.
Maybe.
Definitely not. It's basically statistically impossible. See, look, it's basically statistically impossible.
Do you hit it back to where Barbados is, or do you hit it towards the ground?
I hit towards the ground.
Alright.
As much as I would like to play again an energy ball tennis here, I'm gonna go for the points.
Adonis is able to get it, and he returns. So it's back in your guys' court. Blair, since you're still high up in the air, any of the rest of you will be able to respond to it.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
I can try and spike it back down.
Okay. Go for it.
Alright.
Nice.
Nice.
So like right as it sails over the net, I want to jump up and like smack it back down as hard as I can.
Nice. Everything looks good. You hit it down with a huge amount of force. If it was any normal person, they probably wouldn't like have been like terrified to even try and intercept the ball because of how much it hurt, because of how fast it was going. But Adonis has very thick skin, and he hits it up into the air at the last second, and it goes up to Barbados in the sky, and he's going to attempt to return it. So unfortunately, there was some lack of communication. Barbados did not see the ball coming towards him. And
Sends him into the ceiling.
Well, no, it like flew behind him. He just didn't see it. And you guys get another point.
Oof.
So I believe now it's 4-3 if my score is keeping up.
Think so?
Yep.
Right.
All right. So this time, Barbados is going to do the serve.
Lunu's gonna turn back into a person, realizing,
Okay.
all right, bear. We did learn the lesson that bear can play volleyball. Now it is time
Bear
to
can
be
indeed.
serious.
What are you planning, Lunu?
I have some defensive options.
Okay.
Barbados looks to Adonis. Adonis nods his head. And Barbados says, all right, we'll fall for that provocation. And serves the ball directly towards your area. It's going very fast. He hit it very well.
And that's going towards Lunu?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm going to cast, and this is going to seem kind of stupid. As it is heading towards me, it is a 10-foot high, 30-foot long wave. I cast Tidal Wave on the ball heading towards me to send it over the net and over the other side.
Nice. Put the spell description in the chat for me.
I mean, also anyone in the way might be taking,
Y'all know how to swim. It's fine.
yeah, 4d8 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone if they fail to save, but, Oh. Thank you.
Okay.
Do you make the full size? Because it
Yeah.
looks like you can make it smaller if you wanted.
I make it the full size. I want it to go over the net. But as soon as it's over the net, that thing's descending.
Can you make it less wide?
Yeah, I can. It's a very thin wave. Very cartoony wave. And then I have it lower on the other side. And then it vanishes. The water spreads out in all directions. And it vanishes. So unfortunately, I can't make it slippery terrain.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a Zamboni. It's just a tidal wave. So yeah, no, it's on the other side. I don't know what you want to do about that.
Yeah, so I had to do a bunch of rolls.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so this huge tidal wave of water starts. I'm picturing kind of like it's almost like water bending, like you arc it, so that way it goes over the net and starts to come back down.
Yeah.
Still with the water pressure there. All three of the soldiers are like, yeah, not my pay grade. And don't go for it. Adonis lunges head first into the tidal wave. And basically like puts his arms up in like a cross and takes the full brunt of it.
My DC was
into
20,
where-
by the way. I know it says 16 on Tasura's thing, but for
Yeah.
me,
So he is hit by the water. He is knocked down by it. But at the last second, even with all of that, he's able to hit the ball wildly up into the air. Into where Barbados, who also gets hit by the water, he is able to hold his footing. and he takes his spear and he kind of like holds it at the very tip to get as much reach as possible. As the water, as he's like struggling against the water, he hits the ball back over. Both of them are struggling very much to deal with this, and so they're just barely able to get it over. As the water begins to vanish away from them. They're both breathing pretty hard, with Adonis still prone on the ground. So he probably won't be able to
Right.
assist with any responses, but the ball's back in your court.
So who's it heading towards?
He wasn't able to aim it. It's anybody.
Okay. Okay.
What if, because I can just cast this again.
You want you?
You're gonna hit him a
You want to
second
go
time.
for round 2?
They're both knocked prone.
No. Barbados is still standing.
Okay. I could do that, or there's I got other water-shaped options.
I too have a wave option, but
We have like how many more rounds to go through? Maybe we need to save some spell slots, or what?
yeah. Let's
Someone make the run for it.
yeah, I'm gonna acrobatics my way. George does a backflip cartwheel combination towards the ball to hit it back in. And acrobatics, here we go.
Yo!
Oh shit!
Lou, do we lose someone? Do we lose me?
Are you there? Who dropped?
We can hear you, Tom.
Did I vanish? Did someone else vanish?
No, not that I can hear.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it was me then.
We're good.
Yeah.
What was your roll?
Nat 20.
Oh, yeah, then it must have been me because I'm assuming you guys probably made a sound after that I didn't hear.
Yeah, we all went yo.
George cartwheeled his way over to the ball at base, did like the most elaborate stunt routine, and basically slammed it back into the other side.
So the only real person that can respond is Barbados. And it's going to be pretty tough for him to be able to respond to that. Yep, so he guns for it. He's got superhuman speed and strength, just the same as all of you. But he doesn't have that much super speed or strength. You guys score another point.
Yeah, 5-3.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta keep the lead. Keep the lead.
Yeah, let's go.
This does give them time, though, to get back up and get back into position.
Okay. Got more where that comes from.
Adonis is going to do the serve this time. He goes back into his pitching stance, and he chucks it. This time he doesn't jump though. He chucks it directly up at the ceiling. It flies up and hits the ceiling at such speed that it bounces off and is coming directly down in the middle at incredible speed. Whoever goes to receive this, you won't be able to send it back. You're only going to be able to set it up for someone else just because of how fast it's going. And this time it's going to be a strength saving throw. that you'll need to make to do it, but it's coming down directly towards the middle, so any one of you could grab it.
Could I use my anchor's little like bubble ability to try and like catch this and like move it into like a more like navigable position for someone else?
Yeah, in that case, just make an attack roll with it instead of the strength saving throw.
Okay. Now I'm questioning if like one is better than the other, but let's try it.
Yo.
Yeah, no, I was also gonna say at advantage, so you can use that 26.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think you would have gotten an advantage on the strength saving throw from your rage anyway, so it would have been kind of silly not to give you advantage on this. So yeah, so you're able to use your anchor to slow it down, and hit it back up for someone else to be able to return it.
I'm angling it up for Basil.
All right, Steven, you want to use roll me Basil's athletics?
Sure, one thing. Wrong one. This is the correct one. For Basil Claw on it. Athletics.
Dying and mute yourself.
What the?
Yeah. 15.
Nice. Basil's able to hit it over, and Barbados flies up and spikes it down. We'll say anybody but Cinna and Basil, since they responded to the last one, can go after it.
I'll combo with my child.
Nice.
Alright, I fire back right returning fire. And I'm just gonna go for a crazy midair spin kick again. Just to show off and try to one-up George.
All right.
Well, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
that's
even
pretty good.
with Yep, that works perfect.
Yeah.
So you're able to send it back. One of the soldiers is able to hit it and set it back up. And Adonis hits it back over the net, but it's just barely. They were kind of a little bit out of position, and Adonis was able to throw it back in. So it's back on your guys' side.
And,
Yeah. Now anybody can respond to this. It's a pretty easy layup.
should I try and spike it?
Yeah.
Go for it. Go for it.
All right. I do have a question. Like I
Mhm.
have these superiority die, right? And
Yeah.
if I treated this as like a riposte, what would that look like?
What does that ability do?
Or rather like a parry, where it's like when a creature damages you with a melee attack, you have a reaction and you can smack it down. You can like reduce the damage by your superiority die and dexterity.
Yeah, I'll say that you can just roll your superiority die in addition to your normal roll. So it's technically not exactly the parry itself, but yeah, I'll let you use the superiority die to send it back.
Okay, cool. So I roll athletics, which, oof. I get to roll. I think it's a d6. Okay.
I'm gonna use Wheel and Woe to give you an extra boost there, pal.
Paleo Diddlio.
That is. Give me a second. That is. I'm trying to see if it's still the same side die. It is a D. It's still a D6. Okay. Yo.
All right, so it's a total of 17.
Nice.
It's a dirty 20, I think.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a dirty 20 because
20.
it's a 13.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, athletics.
Yep, it's a dirty, gross little 20.
Uh-huh.
Just a nasty little 20.
Anyway, what happened?
Uh, so Barbados is able to, again, he dives for it, hits it back up, and Adonis again. It's like about to go out, and he lunges for it, and is able to hit it back in. But he is now prone at the edge of the map, or at the edge of the field. So it's back in your guys' court, but they're down a person.
Okay.
You got something for this, Con?
Yeah, no, it's the same shit. It's tidal wave, but I send it away from Adonis.
Same shit.
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
board.
So only Barbados would be able to respond.
Yep. DC 20.
A greasy 20?
A greasy 20.
Greasy 20.
I'm willing to upcast this if it means we win.
If it means we get more grease.
And it's a what's the save? It's a DC 20.
For tidal wave?
Yeah, is it deck save?
Yes, it is a deck save. Take that part. I know he's named after Barbados, probably for Greek mythology reasons or because of the country. But I can't help but think of Barbados Slim from fucking Futurama. Fuck you, Barbados Slim. I hate you.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
You watched Futurama. You can't look.
Yeah,
at
but I don't remember.
He's the guy who tries to fuck Hermes' wife.
So you the water slams into Barbados, and he basically like kind of has like his spear out in front of him, and it's kind of like splitting the water as it's crashing into him, and he's able to keep himself up, and he's able to hit the ball back up into the air, but the only people that can respond are just some of the normal soldiers, and they're kind of a mixed bunch. Oh, no. Um, so, um, we'll pan over to the soldiers as like Barbados is like, at the beginning of this, sliding through the water, and one of them's like, "We're not pulling our weight. These guys are doing everything. We need to show them that, just because we're not a candidate doesn't mean that we're not good soldiers." And kind of looks like focus. The other guys are like, "Nah, man, that water is too dangerous." Um, and so that one guy runs up, and as Barbados hits the ball back up into the air, he runs up and spikes it. Um, and he got a nat 20. So I'm gonna give it to him because they've failed almost everything they've done so far.
Damn, look at
I
him.
gotta give him something. So it's 5-4. You guys have the ball.
Uh,
5 in our favor or 5 in theirs?
5 in our favor.
Yeah,
We
in your
are
guys'
winning.
favor. Yeah. Yeah, you're still winning.
Okay.
I cast guidance before. Whoever is serving.
All
I'll
right.
serve.
No, it's just hey, Cinna, do you want to serve?
What?
I mean, Blair still has their flying, so
Yeah, Blair's all the way up in the air, so Blair can do something pretty good right now.
Okay. Take my
I'll take this
guidance.
time to re-up
Yeah, that's
my
right.
rage, though.
I will take your guidance, and I'll do great with it. Watch this. Wait, how much do I add?
It's a D4.
I sure will.
17.
A dirty 17.
Number 17.
Burger King bullet lettuce.
So you hit it over, and Adonis runs up, and he's able to hit it back over, but just barely. So it sets it up pretty easily for any one of you to swoop in and hit it if you want.
Alright, if no one else wants to, I'll go.
Yep, go for it.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and I will spike it. That was because I had to... It's been like over a minute, right? So I had to do another rage.
Tom.
Yeah, we'll say that it definitely hasn't been a minute, but there was like a couple of times where you weren't hitting stuff. I'm not too worried about like, oh, you got to do it every single time. But if you wanted to re-up your rage, especially in order to maybe get a new power, you can do that.
Alright, yeah, I want to see if I can get something else. Which, that was a 16 on that. And... right now, the ground within 15 feet of me is difficult terrain for my enemies, so I'm going to stay close to the net.
Nice. So you're able to send it back over. And you kind of hit it directly down. Right below is Adonis, who's able to return it to you, but again, it's basically just a back and forth. So it's back on your guys' side. But again, it's a pretty easy setup. Any one of you could jump for it.
Yeah, George will do a kickflip and whack it over. 23. What are they gonna do about 23? Smackadoo.
So you're able to hit it over, and again, Adonis tries to lunge for it, but with the difficult terrain, he's just not able to get there fast enough. And the ball hits. You guys get the point.
Solid. Let's go.
6-4.
I'm sorry, I said
Uh,
yippee, and my girlfriend's playing Kingdom Hearts, and it's right when Aqua falls to darkness. So it's just sort of yippee! Anyway, keep going. Let's serve some scrunt.
Yeah. So at this point, 13 people in robes show up.
Oh,
And they all
No,
still on at the same time.
So Adonis takes the ball, and
Oh, real quick,
Mhm.
I'm going to get on Cinna's back.
Okay.
Cinna, you'll thank me for this. Mostly because I can cast Misty Step.
Alright.
So if something's like too far away, I can send you in the direction because you're attached to me.
I
like
don't think
where your
Misty
head's at.
Steps lets you do someone else.
I believe it can.
I thought you could move with like one.
I think
One
Dimension
willing-
Door lets you do
One
that.
willing
Not
person,
Misty
I thought, with Misty Step.
No, I think that's a Dimension Door.
Nope. Only you can teleport to an unoccupied space.
Okay.
Yeah, if you had Dimension Door, that would work though.
Yep, damn.
I
Sorry.
have Misty Step, so if they do
Wait.
something crazy.
What's that spell that lets you glide through trees and shit?
Tree glide.
Can I do that on the wood floor of the volleyball court?
What?
Do you have that spell?
I don't know what level it is. Should.
It's just called tree glide. A tree glide.
Yeah, it sort of replicates what dryads can do, or they can teleport between trees.
Tree stride. It's tree stride. You gain the ability to enter a tree and move inside another tree with the same time within 500 feet. Whenever both trees must be living though, and
Damn.
at least the same size as you. So unfortunately, these trees have been slain and repurposed as portwood and refurbished.
Someone quick, cast Awakening.
Oh, no. It screams in pain as the volleyball court comes to life.
I would say it also looks like Tree Stride as a fifth. Do you have 5th level spell slot?
I do actually.
Nice.
I only have 2 of them.
You can only go inside for see what lies in this deep dark mine.
Yeah.
Why are there so many
Well,
bodies?
if you can find a way to make the floor be alive, I'll allow it. But you have to find a way to make the floor alive.
It's
Are you
okay.
gonna cast Revivify on the floor?
I do have another means.
Like, Revivify, it has to have been dead for a minute or less than a minute.
Alright, True Resurrection on the floor.
Yeah.
It's true, yes. If you had True Resurrection,
Never
I would
mind.
let you cast it on the floor.
The game is over and just entire court turns into a forest. The entire
The floor turns into a man
God.
with resurrection.
God.
Alright. I get off your back. I'm like, this isn't going to work. I'm sorry.
Alright. It was worth a try.
Sounds awkward.
I can't teleport you as much as I want to.
Hey, you might not be able to teleport me, but I'll throw you up anytime you want.
That would work.
Well, while this is going on, Adonis lines up his shot, and He chucks the ball up into the air and then serves it over to you guys. And it is pretty average. Any one of you can respond.
I have a dumb fucking idea.
What?
The dumber the better. Do it.
Before the ball can even, like, get to our side, I cast Wind Wall to fucking make it impossible for them to fucking shoot through.
Spell in the spell description.
Let me... Fuck. I'll just... Give me 1 sec. Sorry. I couldn't get it to work on my sheet. Any smaller creatures cannot pass through the wall. Any projectiles are launched upwards and automatically miss. So...
Alright. And then,
Hey guys, I ruined volleyball.
Oh, well, no. You didn't. Don't you worry your little heart content. I've got plenty of stuff to deal with this.
Okay, sure.
So Barbados' spear begins to glow. And as the ball is getting launched upwards, when it reaches the top, he like flies up to it and then stabs his spear through it because the ball's just up in the air, so it's still in play. And so he's gonna fire a little laser at it to knock it over to your guys' side, but it's just gonna basically fall down directly on your guys' side.
George is going to acrobatically Misty Step over.
Real high.
Yep, and then punt it over the wind wall to their edge of the court. I'm gonna spend a spell slot for this.
So the wind goes all the way up.
It goes 15 feet up, I thought.
Yep, it's 50
Oh, it's
feet
not
up.
50 feet up? Oh, okay.
No, it's only 50 feet long.
In that case, then yeah, you're fine. Then he wouldn't have even needed to have done his little spear thing. He could have just kicked it.
Yep.
I got
All
those
I
numbers
did
reversed.
was make the net higher.
Yeah.
It's just that they aim too low.
Yeah, sorry. I thought it was 50 feet high.
No, it is long.
So yeah, so the ball goes up. Barbados just flies up and kicks it. But it sets up pretty easy an easy return for you. So if you wanted to Misty Step to basically appear right where he kicks it and send it back to him.
Yeah, pretty much. Gonna acrobatic, a Misty Step, and then hit it back to him. 20.
Let's fucking go.
Nice. So you hit it down, and Adonis is able to return it with now the new wind wall there. He actually like hits it up into the wind wall so that way it appears right in front of Barbados, who's going to attempt to spike it down over the wind wall.
So let's stop him. I'm falling.
All right.
Yeah, you'll take a little bit of damage, but again, not anything that we need to worry about recording. So he spikes it down real hard. It looks like this is a pretty solid solid lineup.
I would like to activate my tattoo, which gives me 15 feet of reach, and try and like slam this thing down over the net, the wind wall.
I'll let you also roll Arcana if you want, but I have a feeling that your athletics is just going to be so much better.
Yeah. 24.
Nice. So you're able to send it back over, despite the fact of how good Barbados had it all set up. And last minute, Adonis is able to lunge for it. He just barely gets it. He has to dive again, so he's back on the ground. And
Actually,
the wind wall.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I'd like to use my reaction to do the wheel and woe to subtract from his roll.
Oh yeah, do it.
So that's a d6. That's a 6 subtracted from his roll.
With that, he is unable to make it in time. Just the difficult terrain gets a little bit more difficult. The wind blows it just a little bit off, and he's able to get his fingers on it, but he isn't able to return it over. It's now 7-4.
We're almost there.
We're getting it. We're getting it.
I dismissed the wind wall. Just wanted to see how that would work this time.
I mean, it set you guys up definitely on that one.
Yeah.
Once you know about it, it's a bit more.
Yeah, wind wall
easier
would
to
have.
get around it.
Wind wall would have dispelled probably after the round anyway, or the set.
So highs or lows?
It was concentration for a minute.
Highest.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, highs or lows?
Highs, always.
Yeah, sure.
I think we gotta go much higher.
Yeah, can we go a little bit higher? Is it possible?
Yeah.
Can we get much higher?
You guys don't let me play psychological mind games with you anymore. That's no fun.
Yeah, no, we already have an answer. It's fine.
But this is fine. This works out pretty well actually. So Bubbles comes down from the stands. She's finished her popcorn. She walks over to one of the soldiers on the other side and says, I'm your sub, get out, hit the showers.
Wait, what? Oh no!
What do you call it? Adonis and Barbados kind of like look like, wait, why are you on our side? I'm assuming You guys all look. Wait, why are you on their side?
I'm
Yeah,
excited for this. This is good.
Yep.
Blair is like, Blair is like distraught.
Ugh.
And Bubbles comes in on the other side.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
If I hit the ball with the intention of like smacking one of them in the face and disorienting them, would that do psychic damage?
It wouldn't do psychic damage, but you could try and disorient them with it.
Yeah. I ask because I do have a thing that adds psychic damage to my attack rolls.
Oh, well, in that case, if you wanted to add psychic damage to it and have that play off as Y, hitting them doing it, yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
So it is Bubbles' serve.
Well,
Bubbles, what are you doing over there?
He says, I'm playing volleyball.
Why are you playing it against us?
let her cook
Uh,
Come
Blair.
on, don't hold back. Don't hold back.
Yeah, she doesn't respond. And she chucks the ball.
What? I try to intercept it.
What? What do you have magic?
With my flying body.
The ball hits the net and falls to the ground.
Oh. Oh.
It's 8-4. Barbados and Adonis are just looking at her like, are you like trying to sabotage us? And she's like, no, I got this.
Oh no. Red bagging?
Hey,
It's a part of our expert teamwork strategy, I guess.
you know, Steven's been telling me that he's been rewatching episodes of Consortium. That's not the campaign that he should be watching. Because I'm familiar with Bubbles' brand of bullshit. And oh boy, what a brand it is. Name brand, 5-star. Her brand of
Hand-fed,
bullshit
free
is
roam.
what is the supreme jacket of the playground bullshit.
So Blair, she hits it directly towards you this time. It's coming pretty quick.
Alright, now I intercept. And I try to, like, kick it back. With yet another flashy, like, rotation aerial somersault kick.
All right, roll it.
Oh no.
Blair, I have
So
one
you
more
are
of these.
able
Oh, never mind.
to send it back over. And right before it looks like it's going to hit the ground, out of the shadow that the ball creates, Bubbles pops out and just with a fist hits the ball towards the ceiling.
I did not know she had shadow step bullshit.
Yep.
So it hits a light in the ceiling, and sparks fly, and then the ball's coming down at you guys, still at a very high speed. Basically, she copied Adonis's move.
Oh.
Alright.
So this one will, unless you guys come up with something else, you have to do a strength save to set it back up.
Let me see.
Alright, do you want me to try and handle it? I can try and set it up for someone.
What if I use? Can I use Mage Hand to slap it back?
25 pounds of force isn't going to be enough.
Damn. Alright.
You could use Mage Hand to slow it down to give an additional bonus to Cinna's
Guys, I
strength
got
check.
this.
I'll do that.
I
I'll do that.
got something here.
Oh, what do you want to
Nothing
do?
else?
Wait. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I actually do got this. The fuck is the music that is playing right now? Anyway. Just want to make sure this is it. Fuck me, no. So I was going to turn this into... Wait, we're back, baby. We're fucking back.
Mm-hmm.
My goal, cast Watery Spear. Hold it in place and use it as a redirecting launching mechanism.
Put it in the...
That's what I'm trying to pull up the description here.
So it's just called Watery Sphere?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
sphere.
there it is.
Oh, excellent. It hovers above the ground. More,
Mhm.
but no more than 10 feet.
All right. I'm gonna have the bubbles through the ball roll a check to see if the sphere is able to stop it or if it has enough force that it can break through. Even if it does break through,
It's
though,
gonna be my spell attack bonus.
I was gonna use your spell DC.
Oh, it's a DC 20.
Yep.
Made it
Oh,
sound like I had to
no.
roll. Oh no, apple.
Oh no. I was gonna say I was gonna roll.
Okay.
Bubbles got a nat 20.
Oh.
Oh no.
So
Can't wheel
it
or roll
just
that
zooms
shit.
through. I was gonna say you guys wouldn't need to worry about the strength check afterwards, but with a nat 20, I'm gonna say someone needs to run underneath and
Yeah, I'm
still
going.
stop it with the strength check.
I'm going.
Alright.
And you can
Strength.
like the water sphere doesn't go away, so you can keep using it.
Alright.
Advantage on strength saving throws.
Nice. So with that, you're able to set the ball back up. So now someone else can attempt to send it back.
George will jump in the air like a graceful gazelle and acrobatically hit the ball back. Okay. I'm gonna use knowledge of the past and pull in some sort of inner strength to basically make George hit this ball harder. Dirty 20.
Let me see what I have left.
Just give me one moment.
You know what? Jess. This might be too much. But I think I'm gonna use Wheel and Woe to boost boost our good friend George here.
Roll me before you do. Roll me an insight check.
I can do that. 22.
It looks like Bubbles is about to do something.
Oh no.
And so they're also going to be affecting this roll in some way. With that high of a roll, oh, you probably want to hold off.
All right.
Or actually, yeah, this is better. I'll let you use one of your wheel or woes. And so you'll have to roll the number now. But depending on what Bubbles does, I'll let you change it from a wheel or woe.
Okay. So I'm like conjuring the the possible streams of the future here.
Yeah, Bubbles is going to do something, so you're ready for it.
That's a 2.
All right. So George, you hit this thing, and you're aiming it for the other side, and you guys hear a little bell, jingle, and your eyesight gets temporarily clouded for just a moment, in fog, as you hit it. You're fairly certain that it looks like it's going in the right place, but then at the last, through the fog, the ball is now coming back towards the party. It has been redirected.
Ah, fuck.
And it uses your roll, so I'll allow you to use the 2 as a woe instead, to bring it down to an 18.
Okay.
So one of you guys can try and respond.
would
For this
like
roll,
to.
you don't need to necessarily get just the 18. A 13 will let you send it over.
Yeah, I would like to try and smack it at one of the people on the other side.
All right, roll it.
Okay, that's athletics. 17.
Nice. You're able to send it back over. This time Barbados comes in for the intercept. And oh wow. He's able to hit it back pretty strongly too. He rolled very high. So it's back in your guys' court, but you're all able to respond.
If y'all are willing to let me try something, I'll try and hit it again.
Alright. Okay. You got something.
Yeah, I want to, like, Barbados hit it back, so I want to, like, aim for his head. And try and, like, disorient him a little bit, like, knock it into the air. Hopefully no one, like, pays attention. Or hopefully people get, like, shocked enough to, like, not hit it back over well.
Yeah. So you're gonna respond, but in addition to responding, you're gonna try and target Barbados.
Yeah.
All right. Roll me an athletics check, and then a strength attack roll, and I'll let you have
Okay.
proficiency.
Not the best, alright, but
Shit.
Was that
if
crit?
only.
Yes.
Yeah, this one that one wouldn't have been an advantage, unfortunately, but the 13 was barely just enough in order to get through based off of his roll, and the 18 is enough to hit Barbados.
Okay.
For
He
this one,
takes-
just roll me some damage, just so I can take a look to see how much, with the psychic damage, just so I can see how much it does.
just one.
And then your strength is 5, right?
Yeah. Or my strength is +4 rather, and then like if it's plus rage, that's another +2.
I'm gonna have him make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I also have the fucking tattoo on, so that's another D6. We're doing all
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah, roll it.
Okay. Gotta scroll all the way up because like my format got weird. There it go. Okay, yeah. The +3.
Okay. So you're able to hit him. It bounces off. And it looks as if he's disoriented, but he was able to make his save, so he won't be able to respond to this one, but he's fine.
Okay.
Believe it or not, Barbados has been rolling very high when it counts.
Mhm.
Yep.
And whereas Adonis has actually been rolling really low where it counts. It's just Adonis is very good at volleyball.
He's got the volleyball stat.
Strength, intelligence,
And Adonis,
Constitution,
not wanting to be
volleyball.
shown up by Bubbles either, is going to attempt to send it back.
You guys think that
And he is able to. So any one of you guys besides Cinna can respond. He wasn't able to target anybody with this one.
Do you guys think that under Adonis's character sheet, one of his languages is volleyball?
Mm-hmm. Gotta be.
Lunu's going to send the watery spear to pick it up and then carry it over the net. It can move up to 30 feet and 10 feet above.
All right.
And once it's on the other side, it I angle it towards the ground to eject the ball.
Yes. I'm gonna have you make an opposed Arcana check against Bubbles.
Alright.
And I'll explain what happens.
May I argue to use my spell attack bonus? Because I'm literally just shooting a thing. But.
So this is before the shoot.
Okay.
Yeah. This
Alright.
is it's not it has not the shoot will happen. This is a thing before that.
Okay. Well.
Oh
Oops.
no.
George is willing to spend his last spell slot to make a save. As you save.
You guys have counterspell?
Wait, Blair has
yeah, I
counterspell.
Blair.
I sure do.
Blair, Bubbles is casting a spell.
I counterspell Bubbles. Probably something I've been waiting to do the entire campaign, to be honest.
Well, the good news is that the spell was a cantrip. So it just fails.
My counterspell fails?
No, the cantrip failed. You don't have to do a roll.
Oh. Sick.
Neat.
Yeah. Fun fact about Bubbles. Bubbles has access to a lot of spells, but has 0 spell slots.
What?
But how?
She has 4 level 2 spells and a bunch of cantrips, but no spell slots.
I mean, it's not what you need.
Oh, and she's got a couple level 1 spells too.
I know
but
these
yeah,
are all things that you gotten through feats or through monks.
class levels, yeah.
Yeah. So I know Shadow Monk is very strong.
Yeah, she uses
playing
key
a gun?
points to cast
she a
some of
gun?
the spells. And then she can also cast rituals. Because she's got a ritual book.
Wait, was
Actually,
she
come to
also
think
a
of it,
gun? Tom? Was she also a
What?
gun?
No,
Was she okay.
she's a melee monk.
Okay. I was just curious.
Look, when I created Bubbles, people were telling me that I was playing 2 good characters. So I just made a base monk, and everybody was like, "Tom, your base monk is too powerful." I'm like, "I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's a base monk, guys. There's nothing fancy about it." But it is a shadow monk, which is, in my opinion, one of the better of the monks. But monk is just kind of underwhelming. But you were able to stop Bubbles from casting their spell, and um, so now, Connor, you can make your spell attack.
Okay, cool. Just gonna treat this like
Um,
Guiding Bolt, even though it's not Guiding Bolt.
mhm.
Ooh.
Oh no.
You shouldn't have treated it like guiding bolt.
Yeah, that was the real mistake. It's
Yep.
guiding bolt.
I'm never gonna live down this fucking joke. Lunu,
Ah,
Jacqueline could cast Guiding Bolt for days. Lunu can't cast
Lunu, have you
Guiding
ever
Bolt
heard
to save his fucking life.
Lunu, have you ever heard the concept that time is a flat circle?
Hey, I just learned Cone of Cold. I like to cast it on Blair, please.
Can you reach
I'd
her
like to
that far
cast
up in the
fireball
air?
directed
Oh, Cone of
entirely
Cold is
on
a
our side of the-
60-foot cone.
Oh shit, you can fire it up? That's a problem.
Yeah, you would freeze. Here's the best part. You would freeze into a chunk, and then you'd fall to your death. Anyway, after taking a shit ton of damage. Anyway.
Look, all I'm saying is that you should be banned from casting Guiding Bolt
Yeah.
on this character.
What happens, Tom?
So after having her spell canceled, she runs up and she kicks the ball back over the net in response to your guiding bolt. The ball is still in play and is back on your guys' court.
It's not even a real
just
guiding
gonna add-
bolt. It was just the ball being ejected from the fucking spear.
Yeah.
George is going to activate his channel divinity of God, Fury of the Tides to make the hits even stronger.
Is that the one that generates the fog, or is that something else?
It's the one that generates the wave that pushes things 10 feet.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So George is going to acrobatics activate the theory of and hit this thing with like basically his sword is sheathed, so he just whacks it at this point since everyone's using weapons at this point.
Yeah, I'll let you add your charisma modifier to it as well. What's your charisma modifier?
+2, so 21.
Nice.
So basically, George like propels up with water and then like fucking bicycle kicks this thing.
The sphere of water is still in play.
Yes.
Can I just have it scatter around the fields and suck up any of the... I know I'm probably not going to catch bubbles, but all the lackeys who have joined in, I can definitely catch in the sphere.
Oh, you're gonna send the spear over to the other side and try and like knock people out?
Oh, it's already been on the other side. I literally had it.
Yeah, so I for this turn, since for action economy purposes, no, but
Okay.
if because it also doesn't matter because Adonis was able to hit it up, and then we'll have Bubbles do another return, and then if you don't respond back to trying to get the ball this time, I'll allow you to try and knock out the peons.
Okay.
Bubbles was able to jump up and kick the ball like she was spiking it, and it just starts to come down.
Who hasn't gone? Is that gone?
Do we want to hand
it's
this
been a
one back
while
over
since
to Basil?
Basil's
Or...
gone. Yeah.
Basil, please do anything. What spells do you got?
A lot.
Anything that would help?
That's a great question.
Not unless you want him to like directly attack somebody.
He could try to
Yeah, I don't
shadow
think we
make
should
the ball
directly
back,
attack him.
Or wait, couldn't he be invisible and make it harder for people to counter his hits?
But then how are we gonna know where he is on the field?
Do we need to?
I'll say yes, but him like hitting the ball back would break the invisibility. So he could cast it. And I can say that he could have already cast it because he hasn't done anything in a while. So he could spend the spell slot and have it already up. And I'd say that give him advantage on this roll. But then once he did it, it would immediately be broken.
Cool.
So basically, you're just converting a spell slot into advantage if you would like to do that.
Yep.
Sure. Also, because it would just be a cool move.
All right, someone roll his athletics, or I will allow Arcana. He's using magic.
Whatever's higher.
Would you guys like me to roll?
See when you still have the sheet up.
Yeah, sorry.
Did I disconnect again?
No, you're good.
No, you
You're
didn't.
good.
Oh no.
Wait, what did you need me to roll? Sorry.
Athletics or
Arcana or
Arcana?
athletics
Sorry.
for Basil.
What the fuck?
16. So good news, it goes back up over the net.
Tom?
YOLO.
Hello, Tom? Oh, did Tom die?
Oh yeah, we lost him.
Oh, wait,
Yes,
he's back.
Thomas, and he just died.
Tom, say something.
Tom.
Yes, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
16, Tom. Oh, did he die again?
Uh-oh.
Nice. You're
Oh, no,
able
he's good,
to send it back. Well, it's been in play for a while now. You guys have doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's been a volley.
Mm-hmm.
Ha 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 ha.
Well.
So first, if I could get, Connor, if you could, roll me a check for your sphere.
I just control it. It just moves.
Oh, so they have to make a save.
Yeah.
Nice. What type of save is it?
I believe it is Dex. Nope, it's a strength saving throw.
Huh? Okay.
So maybe I will grab Bubbles if I have the opportunity.
I will say, but Bubbles can teleport, so
Okay, then
Just-
never mind.
be
I'll
careful
grab the
about that.
I'll grab the grunts. You can fit up to 4 motherfuckers in here.
Well, you've currently got 2. So the two grunts are in the water. It looks like so the ball is back in their court. Bubbles, it looks like, is not responding to the ball. It looks like she's going to attempt to cast that cantrip again on this turn. And Barbados is going for the ball. So I don't know if, Blair, if you want to burn through another spell slot to try and stop Bubbles.
Which spell am I casting for this?
Counterspell.
Counter
Yeah,
spell. He's
sure.
casting another spell.
Yeah.
Just note, you can definitely tell, like, these are cantrips, so she can do them as many times as she wants.
Well, yes, but I also have a lot of level 3 spells, so let's do it.
Yep, you're able
third level
to
spell.
stop her from doing it. I mean, you casting the spell automatically does it.
I don't know what I'm scared.
So Barbados is able to return the serve. Bubbles looks over at you, Blair, and she says, "Well, let's see if you can keep up." And she action surges.
Oh, well, wait, I can sorcery point to counterspell. To quicken spell, counterspell, can't I?
You can.
Yeah, fuck it. She challenged me.
All right. So you do it this time. It looks like she was casting a different spell. And so with your it looks like she was casting a level 2 spell. So counter spell still automatically gets rid of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
She gives you the thumbs up and says, "Good job."
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
So the ball's coming over on our side, right?
Yes. It's an easy lineup. So Lunu and Blair are focused on the magic battle, so it'll have to be one of the rest of you to send it back.
All right. I would like to go in for a spike, and I would. So like, in order to use the like psychic damage thing, I have to like target someone, right? I can't just like be like, I want to infuse it with like some malice in there, so that if someone tries to smack it, they get a little shock.
Oh, sorry. Say that again one more time.
So like, in order to do the psychic damage, I have to aim at someone, right? I can't just like say I'm gonna try and slam it down, and if someone tries to intercept it, then they get to feel it. Or
I'll allow that.
all right, yeah. So I'm gonna try and like slam it down as hard as possible. Infuse my wild magic in there, and like try and make sure that this doesn't get got.
Nice, roll it for me.
23.
All right, so Adonis runs in order to attempt to counter. And that would not be enough. So he would have been able to return it. He was able to get underneath it and begin the process of sending it back. But with the psychic damage, it goes wide, and the ball flies out of the court as he's not able to aim it properly back at you guys.
Oh god, what's the score? What's the score?
I believe that makes it 9-4. You guys are almost won.
Match point.
Match point, match point.
So Bubbles picks up the ball, and while she's waiting to serve, she says, "So, you gonna let him out?"
Yeah, I dismiss the orb.
Yeah, she says, "Well, while I was setting up, I would eventually get my cantrip off on it." So,
where are you going? Can I roll our Arcana check to see what kind of spell it was going to be?
yeah, I mean, you could also instead of dispelling it, be like, what were you gonna do to it, and then you could just
what
let
were
her
you
do
going
it.
to do it to it?
She walks over to it and she pokes it and it freezes.
It's still spinning.
Yeah, well, so it freezes the core of it. It's actually too big for her to freeze all of it. So she just freezes it so that way there's now just a big chunk of ice in order to get it to kind of explode. And the guys fall out. They're gasping for air. Well, I guess they wouldn't be. They're cynic hybrids.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. Explode is the thing. It would still spin. It's just a spinning ball of water. All you would do is just turn it into a trap sort of thing, into a thing I can move around to. It'd just be a giant ball of ice.
She can control the water, so she could stop it from spinning, is what I'm saying.
But the spell also lets me control it.
Yeah, that's why there was going to be a check. That's why I had her roll a check.
Okay.
Not automatically.
Got it.
And so on that first time, she was able to succeed the check, which is why the counter spell was so important. So yeah, there was a check involved for who could wrestle control of it.
It's okay, Bubbles. I have another strategy.
And so Bubbles walks back up, is holding the ball, and says, "Well, I have a strategy as well." And Bubbles is, a little over 5 feet. She's kind of short with her very long shoes, though. It kind of brings her up to almost normal height. She's taller now than she was in Outcast Dawn. She's actually gained a couple of inches of height since then, which is not normal. At the beginning when you guys showed up, she was ill, and one of the side effects is that she's actually taller now than she was before. But she activates her ability that lets her transform into a large creature. And so now she's just taller than everybody.
Oh no.
Because Bubbles is not just a monk. Bubbles is also a rune knight.
I did not know that at all.
Yeah.
Standard monk my ass.
Well, I was the standard monk until around like level 8 or 9, and I was like, guys, I can't do anything. I don't have any power. All of my attacks don't work. And so I multi-classed. But at the very beginning of the campaign, for a huge amount of it, I was being a full monk, and then I was like, they should be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like the reason it's also funny because like Bubbles' unarmed strikes do damage based off of her fighter, her like fighting thing, not her monk level, because the level 1 fighter ability that buffs your unarmed strike is better than an level 11 monk. So yes, I'm sorry for misleading you before. She's not a full monk anymore. But that was kind of a late game thing. And you know, as she like grows, her horns you know, kind of come out, and they start to become more twisted and turned around, and she's going to fire off a shot back at you guys. And it is coming extremely fast.
If that's the case, I have another spell. One that she cannot use water stuff on. I cast, and this is the only time this spell will probably ever be useful. Gust of Wind.
Roll it.
That's a spell?
I don't need to.
Or put it in the chat so I can see it. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I'll just copy and paste it. It's one action, 60-foot line. It is a concentration, so... Basically, anything in the line has to roll a strength saving throw. It's a 10-foot wide, 60-foot long line. Or be pushed 10 feet away.
What about objects?
That's the thing. This is just an object, so it would just be moved back. We let Tidal Wave work this way, and it is a volleyball. Why not a gust of wind?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the water probably would be more effective, but I'll definitely say that it slows down the ball, and you can either let it fall so one of you guys could fire it back, or you can just send it back over through the net.
Just push back 15 feet in a line, but...
Yeah, so what I'm saying is like, so with the momentum of it going, you can either push it back 15 feet, or if you wanted to just slow it down, so that way someone on your team can hit it, you can do either one.
You know what? I'll slow it down.
George will set it up. Basically, George will charge in with the wave.
Well, I set it up. You're going in for the attack.
Yeah, Fury of the Tides. I still have that activated. That stays for a minute, so...
Alright.
Yep, roll it.
Keep it going. I need to check in on something
32.
real quick. Jesus shit.
34. Technically 34.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
George has no chill.
32.
None at all.
Debating, should I use knowledge of the past to make it harder for them?
What's the point?
So
You rolled a
here,
32.
so here I will say, if Bubbles rolls the same thing that she rolled last time, she'll send it back over.
I'm using knowledge of the past. I'm not risking her doing it.
This is crazy.
George basically animate like fucking rust with it while it's like obviously not piercing the ball because like what's the point? why would you destroy the ball? 35.
Nice.
why 35?
So it looks like
You rolled a 1 on
Bubbles.
that.
Yeah, but he has a +2 to it, so then it's a total of 35.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
My bad.
wait. It's pushed 10 feet regardless. I'm just like rating it at like terminal, hitting it back at terminal velocity, anime style.
Yep. So at this point, as everything is being fired directly over, you suddenly remember Bubbles has the ability to redirect attacks,
Wait.
but Bubbles doesn't this time. You see a look of challenge in Bubbles' eye as she's going to go run up and try and kick it.
I realized something that I think would be fun, Tom. And don't get me if I'm getting too metagamey. I apologize. I just find it funny. Remember?
I mean, this thing's set up to be pretty metagamey prone.
Yeah.
So that's
The entire
here
campaign.
is the idea. Remember in the last session of Outcast Song, or one of the last sessions, there's that big like hurricane that's sort of going through caused by Fester, and Bubbles actually uses that to their advantage as a wind like a wind boost to sort of glide upon. Now that they are a large creature and this wind is a very strong wind is pushing through, could I use it to send Bubbles flying in a direction that they do not want to go? like a parachute in a wind tunnel.
Yeah, so the problem is that if even if she failed the save, she'd be able to teleport.
This is true. This is more to keep her away from the ball. Even with a teleport, that's still... it's throwing her off her game.
So I'll allow it, but that means that you can't use the wheel or woe to change the roll.
That's okay. I don't have any uses of that left. So
Oh, perfect.
This is more to distract her from returning the strike.
So she got a 33 on her saving throw.
Damn. Alright.
That's a very high roll. Oh no, sorry, not a 33. She got I did the wrong modifier for that. It's 27, so still high.
Yep. Higher
And she goes to kick the ball. And it misses. And that's 10 points.
Yeah.
Top 10 anime battles.
Can I roll insight on Bubbles?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I said I was gonna go check a thing. Because a little behind the curtain, I've been steam cleaning my couch, and I left my couch cushions outside so I could let them dry. And I do have a porch with a hood over it. However, it did start raining, so I pray to God, or whatever deity listening, please do not re-dampen my couch cushions. But yeah, let's do that insight. 21.
What are you trying to gain from it?
Just to see if she threw the game. Maybe if she was holding
So
back.
it looks like she legitimately did try and return the hit. She saw, it was a very powerful hit that Austin threw off. She had the wind on her and a lot of things keeping her. If she had done her redirect, that would have fired Austin's shot back at you guys with his roll. So you would have been dealing with the 35 coming back. But yeah, no, Bubbles just rolled low on that last one. So again, you could definitely tell that Bubbles was not giving 100% to it, but she didn't throw the game, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, got
Like,
it.
she had things that she could do, but it wasn't necessarily
A sandbag.
like a direct throw.
Okay, cool. That's
Well, great job, team. We did it. With the power.
So Bubbles reverts back down
I
to her
bear
base
hug the
form, and Adonis comes over, and shakes all of your guys' hands, and says, in the art of war, everything goes. So that's why we set up the rules that they were today. If we had been fighting a normal battle of volleyball, I would have won. He's kind of bruising a slight ego that you didn't really see through him before. It didn't seem like he had, but he's got a little bit in there. Apparently, it just revolves around his volleyball career.
Well, we can play a regular game next time.
Yeah, and he says, "Yeah, I'd like that, but like I said, we have to use all the resources at our disposal, and I wanted to see what you all could do. So, I figured I wasn't going to win this match going into it, but you really can't know a person until you've played a good, solid game of volleyball with them.
That's fair.
You were good too, Adonis. Hey, I'm just built different. George is exhausted.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, you guys break based off of all of the diplomacy that you guys did last session, and then today's victory on the court and the in pressing of Adonis. You are able to leave here knowing that all of the little details will be ironed out by, your by like Count Strix and Charlemagne, that they'll be able to sit down and kind of go over everything based off of the outline that you gave them. But you feel as if you've been successful in this endeavor, and there'll be plans to announce the two of them backing you. They'll make like some statements, being like, we asked, Bubbles to officially announce this policy and this policy for us to back them, and all the little political details that aren't super important. But for the big picture that you guys are dealing with, you can call this a success.
Nice.
True.
We won the volleyball game. It was lots of fun.
I was gonna say, I hope you guys did like the volleyball game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not
Um,
have to be this intense, but it was. George.
yeah, no, really.
The canonically
you guys did-
most powerful member of the Friends of Bumble. Sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, George coming in clutch there.
If you
And,
guys need to fight Adonis, I need a break. I'm sorry, not Adonis. The Inquisitor, I need a break.
well, the next thing that you guys have, is you could go up to that island. That'll take a couple of days travel. So it's basically a vacation for you,
Mhm.
And may I ask if
Oh.
we
It's
do
more
this?
relaxing than fighting some giant monsters.
Yep. I hate to ask this because it is getting late. I have to get up early, and I have to do more stuff.
Yeah.
Is this where we're ending off?
Yes.
Oh, before we end off, if I could just say one thing.
No.
Specifically to George.
Well, I was going to leave a little bit of a cliffhanger,
All right, go ahead.
so does your thing make
before
sense
the
to say
cliffhanger,
before or after a
that's
cliffhanger?
dramatic thing. If you don't mind me just quickly saying this.
No, yeah, you can go for it.
So George, I think before, George, I think before you were talking about how you thought that it may be possible that you were brought back to life by my god.
Yep. You know, I thought about it. But you know what? I came back through sheer will. I don't need no stinking gods to tell me what to do.
Well, I mean, if you're interested, before we head out to the island, we could potentially take a short spiritual journey to the fathom-flooded skies, and it could be quite rejuvenating for you. And who knows, if he was involved some way in, your resurrection and gaining of holy powers, kind of similar to what happened with me, maybe it could unlock hidden potential within you to make you even more stronger. Who knows?
Is it like an weird out-of-body experience or anything?
Kind of, yeah. But if you wanted to make sure one way or another, we could give it a shot and see what happens.
What's the worst that could happen, George? You lose possession over your skeletal body and you just actually head to the line like all other dead.
I think the worst that's ever happened is that Luna was forced to splash his face in the side of a bowl filled with water. So not very much potential for grievous injuries or loss of bodily functions yet.
You know what? Fair enough. We're about to do our biggest challenge. I might as well wrap up some loose ends.
All right, great. Yeah.
We'll save that for next time. We'll do that as you guys are prepping for the expedition. And you guys have done most of like the getting the supplies and that kind of stuff. Cinna kind of took care of a lot of that beforehand. So you're pretty much ready to go whenever you guys want to, but you can do other things before you leave. It's not a dramatic rush.
Did the power of friendship in volleyball allow us to find more strength within us and level up?
The real what's that fucking volleyball show? The anime.
Top Gun.
IQ.
The real Haikyuu was the friends we made along the way. Anyway.
If you're asking us if you leveled up, the answer is yes.
Nice.
But let me give my cliffhanger.
Solid. Okay. Continue.
So you guys get back into town. You're getting set up. You're ready to go. And Cinna, there was that guy that you were talking to. We didn't give him a name, of one of the people who had been up and down the river a little bit. He runs in and he opens up the door to like the little guild house where you're talking with Rio and going over everything for the plans. And he comes in and he says, he's like frantic, and he says, "We just had another expedition get back." And he says, they were pretty much wiped out. He's like panting, and he says that they saw the largest, meanest bear that they've ever seen.
There.
And he goes on to describe this monstrosity covered in wounds that have healed, scars, and even some that are, seemingly bleeding out, but yet it doesn't stop. Rage-filled eyes, and it says that the big thing is that the hair on its head is pushed up into spikes. There's a giant bear with a mohawk around the river where you guys are going to be going. And he says, you guys should delay. Let that bear move on before you go down the river. He says,
sounds like a challenge to me.
He says, no, you don't understand. This bear has killed so many people. You think you're getting more excited?
Yeah, I'm getting hyped up.
We could always
so you
talk
guys-
to the bear and figure out what is wrong.
Yeah, we could.
He says, no. The bear's just pure evil, he says. People have tried to calm it and heal it and do everything else. It just eats everybody. It tears them to shreds.
Well, I don't know until I've tried it for myself. I appreciate the input, but this is just like making me want to go even more.
Yeah, Rio at this point turns to you guys and said, so I know we agreed upon my normal nominal fee last time, but I'm just going to waive that if we run into the bear, she says.
Oh, yeah.
Rio's also bloodlusted.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll cut it there. Now you guys kind of know what you're up against. The meanest bear to ever exist.
The meanest bear you'll ever meet.
And next time we'll do the beginning of George's spiritual journey, and see where that goes, and then we'll begin the process of going down the river.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Boosh /Connar / meaner than a junkyard dog. I also played Lunu. Unlike that bear, who is also meaner than a junkyard dog. But, you can find me here on YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, Boosh I Can Join Artists, and Twitter, at Con the Artist. And join the Discord, be our friend. I'm sorry we haven't done Conjoin Cast in a while. I really wanted to do it this year, more often. But, God has a way of ruining your day. Passing it over to Austin.
Hey, this is Austin. You can find me on Octo_Oz. I'm just prepping for stuff for the channel later. Oh, by the way, if you have noticed, Mystery on the Shore Glider Express is on the YouTube. I DM'd that. Check it out.
You should.
Tasura.
Yeah, hi, I'm Tasura. I'm a person. I exist. I'm in places and locations. Yeah. Find me buried like neck deep in some sand. Let's give it to Steven.
Yes, it was I, Blair Audina. Also, Venty. Also, you know, you guys are talking about like, not being able to do conjoined cast as you want. You guys have all been moving, so it makes sense. There's a lot, so I wouldn't beat yourselves up too hard.
Yeah.
But anyways, you can find me at Venty179 on Twitch and YouTube and 157 on Twitter, and yeah, that's basically it. And Tom.
Hello, my name is Tom. My plug for today is getting good night's sleep. Drink enough water. Take care of yourself.
And on that note, I'm going to take care of you. Good night.